Alright guys, I'm making this video because I really want people to look at this, and I'm starting to have some Pacific Islander viewers, African viewers starting to learn from my stuff, and I need them to, I'm gonna post this video again because I need people to watch this. So I'm gonna make this video quick as I can. Might be long, but we're just gonna get into a recap of what I posted in previous videos about the Arphaxad lineage, right? Okay. So this video is gonna be titled the 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 modern Afro-Asiatic nations found today and places. So Shem, right? Shem is the Afro-haired Negro. Remember, this is what a Shemite looks like. Okay, let's go back to the pictures. Hold up. These are Shemites. That's a Shemite man, Shemite woman. Ruddy red Negro Afro hair, right? Looks like a, Fijian a little bit, right? So, let's go. Arphaxad, right? Well, actually, let's start off with the word Shem. We go to E sword, right? We go to E sword. E sword. We go to Shem. Alright. Shem. It comes from the H8305 word, shame. Then Shem, right? And then it goes from H7760. Some, Saim, Sum, Seem. Saim, right? Saim. Now, look. When you type Saim Asia, right? What does it say? Oh, look. Siam. Wiki, look what could they say? I don't say the word. Wiki dictionary. Historically, former Siam, former name of Thailand, country in Southeast Asia. Siam, right? Then look. Then Proto-Philippine, right? Right. Proto-Philippine language. Okay. And then when you do Siam, right? Watch this. Siam, Ayutthaya, what? It showed you the Ayutthaya kingdom, the Israelite kingdom, Judea, in Thailand, right? Then if you do Siam Reap, you got another Krong Siam Reap in Cambodia. Yes, Siam, the word Siam is in Cambodia as well. Shem is from Asia. Okay? Let's get to the next one. Arphaxad. I learned this from Lex Will. Look. Arphaxad people. Right? Are indigenous ethnic group native to the Arphaxad Mountains, right? In West Papua, Indonesia. Now remember, you look at the Indonesia map, right? You look at the Indonesia map. Look at it. Let's go to it. Look. See that? That's Indonesia and Papua New Guinea. Remember, Papua New Guinea are full of Papuans or Negroes. Indonesia has indigenous Negroes in the mountains, and then you have the rest Hamites. But guess what? If you're not a fool, you'll realize Papua New Guinea is Indonesia. The entire Papua New Guinea used to be Indonesia. In fact, I'm pretty sure Malaysia, Indonesia was called Papua, and then they had to escape the Hamites, and they called the land bordered to it Papua New Guinea, the new land of blacks. Arphaxad people, still there, Indonesia, indigenous, right? Arphaxad, right? Arphaxad. Next, we have Shelah. Okay? So now we're going to go to Shelah, right? Or my bad, Shelah. Oh, not son of Judah. What is it? Okay, it won't. Man, this is. All right. It won't say the son. This is crazy. Man, don't tell me they took it out. All right, let's just do this. Shelah, right? So you're going to type we're gonna type Shelah. Isn't that a Negro name, Shelah? You know how many Shelahs I know? Shelah, right? All right. Hold on a second, guys. Right. So Shelah, spelled Shelah. Go to that Hebrew word, Shelah. Shelah. That's a black girl's name. Shelah. Right? Shelah. Shelah, right? Sometimes spelled Shalel. Right? Okay. Now, let's take that off. I have no idea why they're not show. Okay. Shem. I have no idea why the Wikipedia not showing. It's Arphaxad. See, look, it's not showing it no more. Okay. Okay, there it is. Shelah. Okay, Selah. Look, Salah or Salah. All right, Ephesians. If you're listening right now, right? Don't y'all have a cultural identity called Isala, a headdress? Watch this. Isala, Fiji. All right. Isala, headdress. That is a headdress worn by traditional Fijian turban head wrap. Isala, a traditional Fijian head, right? This is part of their culture. Salah, Selah, Salah, right? A turban, right? That's part of their culture. They were talking about their forefather. And then who are Fijians, right? Fijians. These are Fijians, Negroes, Isala, right? Okay, we just got Shelah, right? Now we're going to do Eber. We're going to do Eber, right? When you go to Habura, right? Habura dynasty, right? Habura. Excuse me. What is it? Oh, my bad. Habura. I don't know how to spell this stuff, bro. Okay, I spelled it wrong. Right, Eber tribe, right? Abria, right? So next son is Eber. Eber. We go to the Wikipedia. Eber, spelled Eber. Eber, Arabic. Aber, right? There's a group where a legendary called the Ebera people was a legendary mention in the ancient Indian epics and scriptures. Historical people of the same name are mentioned in the Periplus of the Earthian Sea. The Mahabharata describes them as living near the seashore and bank of the Saraswati River near Sumna and Gujarat and Masya region. Remember, Saraswati, that's Sarah, Abraham's wife, right? The Ebera people. And watch this. Watch this. Where is it? We're gonna go to the Ebera dynasty, right? Remember, right? So we go to the Ebera dynasty, right? The Puranas claim that the imperial Eberas, Eber, right? You see the word Eber, Heber. Look, Heber, Eber in Arabic, right? That the imperial Eberas were successors of the Savatanas, right? We go to Savatana, right? You go down, right? You go down. Remember, this is in India. You go to the native coin. Let's go find the coin. Where is it? Bingo. Coin of Vasha Shiraputra Sakatarni. Look at this face. Tell me that don't look like Bill Cosby. Pull up Bill Cosby. Same face, different lips. You know, looks like Bill Cosby. Right? Negro. So we got, and then also another part of Eber. You also got the Eber, the Abu tribe of Indonesia, the Eber, see, Negroes in Indonesia, the Eber people, indigenous group of the Olor Island, Indonesia, another tribe, Eber, right? Then you got the yeah, that's it for Eber. And then and then for and then we're gonna do Peleg, son of Eber's Peleg, right? We go to Peleg, spelled Romanized Peleg, division. We're gonna do Peleg first, right? We're gonna type Icky Peleg, right? Guess what it goes back to? Icky Peleg, or also known as Nikki Peleg, is a traditional mourning ritual practiced by the Dani tribe in the highlands of Papua, Indonesia. Remember, the Dani tribe, the Dani people, practice Icky Peleg. What's that word referring to? Peleg, Romanized, right? That's their forefather, right? Look at the Dani. These are Negroes, right? And then when you look at the Roman, another Romanized biblical Greeks, from the Greeks, they call it Peleg. Watch this. Peleg, Asia, right? Right? Phu National Park is protected 460 kilometers square, reserved in Phu Phan mountain range of northeastern Thailand. You got a place in Thailand called Phu Peleg, right? So, yeah, that's Peleg. And then, right, you also got the Fulaga Island in Fiji, right? Sounds like what? Sounds like Peleg a little bit. Where is it? Yeah, it sounds like Peleg a little bit. Fulaga, right? Right? Fulaga Island in Fiji. Right? People, look, it show Negroes. Fulaga, Pelaga, right? Then you got Pili. You got Pili Island. Sounds like Peleg. Pili people. What they show? Negroes. Pili Island. Right? That's another one. Pili. Then you got Pelilu. Was it Peliu people? Right? Palu. Got Negroes there too. Right? Alright. Now we're gonna do Ryu, right? Next son, the son of Peleg is Ragu. So all you have to do, you find the root word of Ragu, which is Gayu, right? You go to Gayu Island in Fiji. Now watch this, people, right? Gayu people, Ragu people, Fijians. That's Ragu, that's Rayo. That's Ragu or Rio, right? Right? Next, you got the next one, which is Serug, right? Next genealogy, Serug, right? Serug. So there's a Fijian king, right? Fijian king named Seru Espineza. Seru, right? That's his name. Fijian king. See the afro? Serug, son of Ragu, right? So yeah, we just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lineages of Shem found in Asia, right? You know? So, you know, and then, right, you could, as far as Nahor, I haven't really found nothing for Nahor. And Terra would be, let's see. Right, so but yeah, got 7 lineages found in Asia, right? Obviously Abraham, right? Abraham, Brahma in India, right? Brahma, India. You know, Lot, that you know, the Andamanese people, Jacob, Esau, Siamese twins, Israelites, Iudea, Edomite, Edo, Japan. So, yeah, there we go.